Welcome to the WHHI News. I'm McNair. Great programs for teens out in the Bluffton area. We're going to learn about them today with Azaria Barron. She's the Assistant Teen Director at the Boys and Girls Club of Bluffton, and also Antonio Scott, who is the Teen Director. Hi. Thanks to you both for coming in.
Thank you for having us. Let's
get an idea what kinds of things the teens do when they're at the Boys and Girls Club.
You want me to go or you want to start that?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it's a variety of things that we do academically and socially. The teens and tweens, they're separated. So I deal with the tweens, he deals with the teens.
What are the tween years?
The tweens are 11 to 12.
Okay, that's a fun age. No, go ahead. Okay.
11 to 12, and then when they hit 13, they go over to the teen center.
Okay.
So we do a lot. We have a lot of what is it called? Programs. Mm-hmm. We got Keystone Club, which is for the teenagers. Torch Club is for the tweens. And then we have Smart Girls for our teens and tweens girls, and then Passport to Manhood for our teens and tweens boys.
Yeah, I've heard about that program. I think we've had someone on about that. It's a good program. Antonio, how does the Boys and Girls Club, do you think, help prepare these young people as they go through high school or getting ready for high school and even after they graduate?
What we do is we have a thing called Power Hour, which we focus heavily on academics. And then we also do college prep, job preparation, how to do resumes, just trying to teach them once they leave us how to actually be successful in the real world.
Absolutely. I mean, and it's important as far as looking for jobs, et cetera. It's so different now because a lot of it's online.
Yeah.
But knowing if you go in for an interview, make sure you dress appropriately for the job, et cetera, and so forth. And all those tips are great. And writing a resume is not the easiest thing to do in the world. So you guys help with that too.
Yes, we do.
That's awesome. When you talk to these tweeners and teens, I'd like to hear from both of you. What do you hear are some of their favorite programs?
I run the Smart Girls programs for the young ladies and the tweens and teens.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so basically, it's the same as Passport to Manhood, just a girl version, basically. We teach them about hygiene and life after high school and college as well, and proper etiquette at a table, just things.
Boy, is that tough, by the way. I mean, etiquette is tough because, believe me, we didn't practice any etiquette in my house growing up. Then all of a sudden you're thrown in a situation where you kind of need to know what to do. So that's really smart. Anything else you can think of that you include?
Next week we have, I'm sorry to cut you off.
How about self-esteem?
That's a big thing. We did mental health. We also did a conflict resolution one.
Oh, good. So everyone's not fighting fisticuffs instead,
We did that one. And next week, for our spring break program, we have a Pretty in the Park, where they go to the park, the Passport to Manhood set it up for us, and then we go out there, sit, and reflect on, the smart girls.
Oh, that sounds nice. I hope you have good weather, too, for it. So. Antonio, what about you? What do you hear from the teens you work with? What do you think they love or appreciate the most about your program?
My teens, they love Keystone.
And Keystone is?
Keystone is it teaches leadership skills. It has education, fundraising, volunteering.
Fundraising is not the easiest thing to do in the world, may I say. So that if you can learn that skill to help out nonprofits, that's a nice one.
Yes. Yeah. Then we have the Wayne Willard Career Launch, which that's the biggest one of the biggest one because it helps them learn how to get jobs. But once they go through that, they go into a junior staff training, which they can potentially get jobs working at the club after school for a couple of hours and during the summertime.
Well, that's good because then they kind of get used to the whole thing about being responsible for showing up when you're supposed to show up for work and learn those habits. Because if you haven't been working, sometimes you have to learn that it's important, right?
Yes.
Okay, you have some special events coming up.
We do.
Okay, you want to tell me about a couple, and then you, Antonio, I know what would you like to tell me about?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So May 17th, we have a car wash coming up at the Boys and Girls Club of Bluffton from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It is fundraise based, so it's free car wash. We'll have food, bounce house for moms if they bring kids.
Right.
It's just a fun fundraiser for them to do to raise money.
And we're almost out of time, but I didn't mean to rush you.
No, you're fine.
Antonio, tell us about the trip.
The Keystone trip. We're going to Chicago, which is going to cost us $24,000 to get there, and that's why we're doing
How many young people will you be taking? Can you give me a guesstimate?
We're trying to take 8.
Wow, good,
Yes.
good. Well, best of luck. I hope you raise the funds needed to do that. Chicago's some city to see, that's for sure.
Yes,
I want to thank both of you for joining me from the Boys and Girls Club of Bluffton and wish you the best of luck with your programs, fundraising, et cetera.
Thank
you very much.
And we're going to be back in just a moment.